My earliest memory of camping was being at the Lake of Menteith when I was about 3. It was in a wee two-man tent, and I remember it rained a lot. And I remember Dad had to dig a shallow ditch round the tent just to keep the water from running through it. We went back to the Lake of Menteith for our holidays at the Glasgow Fair. I remember lying in the tent at night and my dad telling me stories about Tom the Water Baby. He'd make these stories up. It was years later I found out there was a book by the same name. But my dad's stories, they were his own. He was a great storyteller. I remember my mum saying, he was a great storyteller, right enough. During the day we would fish and we'd trap rabbits. Mum would cook them in the campfire or the Primus stove, and I mind we had a pressure cooker, but we gave it up. The veg seemed to taste of meat, and the meat always tasted of the veg. When I think back on it, we must have looked like tinkers. We got our milk and eggs from the wee farm up the road, and there was a spring at the side of the road where we got our water. I remember it had wild fennel growing beside it. Whenever I smell fennel, I always remember that spring. I loved to swim underwater and would go to the pictures with my dad to see Hans and Lottie Haas or Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau was the man who invented the aqualung, or the demand valve for it. We went to Woolworths and bought face masks, snorkels, flippers. They call them fins now, but to me they're always flippers. As fish, they've got fins. Seals have flippers, but we hunted fish. Dad, he made up 2 trident spears. The first one was made from the wires from a brolly tied to a bamboo cane, but the fish just slipped off and escaped. So he made another one at work, stainless steel this time, with barbs. I never caught any fish, but Dad, he did okay. A few years ago I was in Zante in Greece and tried diving with an aqualung for the first time. During my first dive, I was surrounded by shoals of brightly coloured fish, just like I'd seen in the cinema all those years ago. Only this time it was for real. And just at that moment, I wished my dad could have been with me. I miss that man I called Dad, and I miss that man who called me son.